Bring me the coffee. See my awesome Star Wars mug that's got Lando Calrissian and Han Solo. And if you can see to the side, Boba Fett. I don't think they were ever friends. Let's be honest. So I want to talk to you about friends. When it's time to end the friendship. And I'm not saying like you have to have a definitive conversation. You have to say, well, listen, let me tell you, you are no longer gonna make the cut, my friend. You have dipped below the standard of what I consider an acceptable friend, and therefore we must move on. I'm not talking about one of those conversations. I am talking about surrounding yourself with people that are going to bring something of value to your life, not take from it. Sort of like my plant friend over here. I don't know if you could tell this, but that was a really healthy plant about 6 weeks ago. Now it's dying. Ugh. I could just kill these bad boys, and they're supposed to be like so hardy. You know, I gotta figure out how to cultivate that thing so that it grows and it thrives. But if I don't put the time and attention towards it, it starts to look that way. Now, probably not a good analogy because I have put the time and attention and it's still dying. I don't know what to do. But when it comes to friends, we all have those people that we need to separate ourselves with. Separate ourselves from. Yeah, separate ourselves from. I'm wearing my McLovin shirt. I'm thinking about one of my all-time favorite movies, which says a lot about my maturity level, called Superbad. You had Fogel, AKA McLovin. You had Evan, and what was the other guy's name? Evan and... crap. Hold on a second. Give my handy iPad. You would think I would know. Seth. Jonah Hill, right here. Jonah Hill. That movie's hilarious. It's sort of a quick look into how friendships evolve, how they change, and how they have to sometimes move on. You got Seth and you got Evan that are going off to college, and they're going to separate colleges because one's really smart, one's not. They've got this kind of third wheel friend, McLovin, who hangs out with them just because, you know, he's such a nerd that nobody else wants to hang out with him.
Your name to McLovin? McLovin? What kind of a stupid name is that, Fogel? What, are you trying to be an Irish R&B singer?
Oh, they let you pick any name you want when you get down there.
And you landed on McLovin.
Yeah, I was between that and Muhammad.
I won't give you the whole premise of the movie. If you haven't seen it, you got to go see it. It is an hour and a half of just silly fun. But basically, one friendship is starting to evolve and change. One person is headed one direction, the other person is headed the other direction. And I believe if we saw that movie 20 years later, these guys probably don't even really know each other. They haven't stayed in contact, they're not running in the same circles, they're not doing the same things. There comes a time on almost every friendship where you have to make a decision. Is this one I'm going to continue to invest in, or is it one that I need to let go? Let them go off to college. I'll stay here and party and hang out. Sort of like what Seth's gonna do, right? The reality is this is true on almost every relationship, every friendship that we develop in our life. Think back to any of the friends that you had in high school. How close are you? Maybe we're thumbs upping, the pictures they have of their kids, or at this point, their grandkids. Maybe we're, occasionally saying happy birthday, but we don't have any connection to them, no meaningful connection anyway, to their lives, ongoing or otherwise. Facebook and other social platforms may bring them to us, but we're not doing anything to cultivate that friendship. We're not going to stop what we're doing on a Saturday afternoon to, go over and help them, right? It just doesn't work. But when we look at our immediate network and the people that we consider personal or professional friends, there often comes a time that we actually have to do things different. We have to look at these relationships and say, where am I going to continue to invest my time and my energy and my effort? And that, my friend, that becomes a critical component to where we go, what we do, and really how much energy we want to continue to expend towards the McLovins or the Seths of our world, the people that we've outgrown, the people that need to move on, the people that we don't need to continue to invest time and energy in. I don't know if you heard that, but like this massive bird just hit our window. I don't know. He may have been escaping his friendship and just didn't go well. Have no idea. I share this story with you for a very specific reason. I've reached that point with someone that I have sort of grown up with as an entrepreneur, someone that is doing quite well in their career, and I am happy for them. However, being a friend to them is painful now. Whenever we get together, it is all about them. They have very little interest in figuring out what's about me, and it doesn't always have to be that way. I want to be fair. I don't want to say because somebody doesn't just immediately fawn all over you that you need to dump them as a friend. That's not the case. But the reality is that this person sort of sucks out the life force of me every time I talk to them on the phone or I get together with them for lunch or some social event. It is a lot about ego. They have grown and expanded in their world, and I applaud them for that. We're not running in the same circles any longer. We're not doing the same things. If the opportunity came to, I got a couple extra hours, they're not the one that I'm calling and saying, hey, why don't we meet at the coffee shop, or why don't we go grab a drink? The friendship has evolved and it has changed. And reason I'm making this video is I'm giving you permission to break up. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm giving you permission to break up. I'm not saying that you have to have the conversation. I'm not saying that you necessarily have to go and make a big production out of it. You just have to start deciding that you're going to invest your time elsewhere. Kind of like Evan did when he's going to college. Sorry, dude, I'm moving away. What do you want from me? The fact of the matter is there are going to be people that will probably not even notice that you fell off their radar, right? There may be people, there may be McLovins that want to hang around and like, hey dude, it's Friday night, let's go party. You may have to say, hey, look, I'm busy. You do that a couple of times, they'll go find somebody else. The reality is that most of these people that aren't really invested in you any more than you are invested in them probably don't care that you have to go and do something else or that you are no longer close friend material. And that is perfect. Those that do or have dependency issues or really require being around you because it makes them feel better about themselves, that's a little bit more difficult. Those conversations do have to happen. Those conversations can become uncomfortable, but they do have to, occur. You have to tell them, hey, look, I'm sorry. Our lives are just going in two different ways, and it's not a forever goodbye. It's just a temporary goodbye. You might, zoom back into each other's orbits at some point down the line or in the future. But at this present time, you got to move on. You've got to do something different. They won't like it. They won't appreciate it. You probably will kill that friendship forever in a day, but that's okay, right? Because the end result is the end result. I'm not having to hang out with McLovin. I'm not having to hang out with McLovin on a Friday night. And that, my friend, is not a bad trade-off. So I want you to really seriously consider who in your friend circle, your larger community of personal and professional friends, do you really need to move on from? People that are no longer serving you, people that take more than they give, people that are just difficult to be around. And slowly but surely, just unhook from them. I don't encourage you to ghost them. I don't encourage you to be rude or a jerk about it. I just think that when you open up the space by removing people that are taking up far more real estate than they should, or they're no longer serving you, that it's okay to say goodbye. So there you go. All right, go. Your action items. Who are they? And who do I need to remove from my personal and professional network that I quote unquote call friends? Who do I need to put more time and energy and effort towards and deepen and strengthen that friendship? And you need to go download Superbad right now. Because whenever you're having a bad day, Superbad will fix all your problems. You guys have a fantastic day. Go out there and make a difference in the world, make a difference in someone's life, and you will make a difference in your own life. And as always, ripple on. Super bad. That's not the theme song. Not at all. And even if it was, they weren't paying me to endorse the movie. I wonder if they would, though. McLovin!